Good morning. Good morning. You're the first person I've spoken to yet. I told you, I talked to God first, then I talked to you. So that little raspiness, no, it's not Anita Baker. Okay, stop. It's just me. Just me. How are you, fam? I hope you're well. I know it's Monday and where I am, it's snowing and it's cold and I don't have to be in it. But, I'm home on Mondays. So it feels good. I was able to sleep in. I was able to do my devotion and my meditation. So I feel pretty good and I hope you are. Even if you have to go out in the elements, I pray that you got there safely and you're okay and you're in a good headspace. That's important, especially on a Monday, because Mondays tend to trigger some of us. It's like, oh, here I go to this same old, but hopefully that's not you. Okay, I'm not going to dwell on that. Okay, I know you said move on. I'm going to move on. Don't be rude. It's too early. Don't be rude, okay? Look, I got a new mug. It is from the Tabitha Brown collection, and it says Coffee Business. It's pretty. The colors are pretty, and it's just pretty, and I wanted to support, so I did, and I got this mug from her. I looked at some of the other things she had. She had a lot of good things, journals and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm funny about my paper. I needed to look a certain way, feel a certain way, say certain things. That's just me. Don't worry about that. But I saw the mug and I said, I absolutely have to get her mug. So here's her mug, Tabitha Brown. Thank you. And let's take our first sip. Let's go. And yes, still drinking coffee with nothing else but a little cream. And it's growing on me. I mean, now it's just not a big deal. I'm like, okay, I got this. I'm doing it. But how are you doing, fam? You good? I said we were going to say survivor, right? Did you survive your weekend good? Hopefully you had no drama, no craziness going on. You enjoyed your weekend and you're ready to start this week off in a positive mode, right? Okay. All right. I am too. I mean, nothing is going on crazy. I would tell you, I always seem to have a crazy story or something that happened and it just make me go, what? But nothing really. Let me tell you something real quick though. So I like to scroll just online and just see what's going on, different people's story or whatever. And I realized that it's a young lady. I can't think of her name right now, but she does these pranks on people. And when she do the pranks, it's like I noticed that most of the people she does a prank on are younger people her age, but they all say the same thing. Like she will just come up to them in a demanding sort of way. She doesn't know them and she'll just walk up to them and say, where are you going? And they look at her like, who you talking to? She's like, I said, where you going? And it amazed me how many people actually respond to her and tell them, I'm going to the store. Then once they realize, I don't know you and you asking me these questions, then they say, are you good? You all right? And I don't know. I find that hysterical. I just laugh when I hear that because I'm like, it does. It doesn't make you want to laugh at that because it's like, are you good? Are you okay? So I think about that when we meet people. Sometimes I notice more in the North that a lot of times people give you no eye contact. And if they smile, it's a, and you're like, what's that? So, and I'm more or less the opposite. I'm like, hey, good morning. How are you? And I try to make that eye contact or whatever. Sometimes it's received well. And then sometimes people just look at you. Are you good? That'll hit you later. But I just thought that was funny. Anyway, y'all, I got a quote for you. It's okay. It's okay. It was a quote that I found, and sometimes I look for quotes that really get me, that make me say, ooh, that make you think. This quote, okay, I'm going to read it. It says, fear is a reaction. Courage is a decision. So I had to think on that for a minute. Fear is a reaction. And I said, yeah, because if someone scare you or you're scared to do something, it is. It's your reaction to whatever it is you have to confront or do, right? Courage is a decision, because sometimes you say, I don't care what's happening, I'm going to deal with this. That's courage. You've already made up in your mind to address the situation. Whatever way that may go, you've decided to do that. That takes courage. Fear, you react to that. You're like, oh, I can't do that, because now you're thinking of all the things that could happen. Courage, you're not thinking about any of that. You're like, I'm going to deal with this, and we're going to deal with it now. So what we say, you good? All right, y'all. That's all I got for today, y'all. You know, it's a laid back Monday for me. So I'm not trying to be deep. I'm just saying good morning to you, and try to stay on our streak for every day saying good morning and serving positive vibes. But you know what they say, right? You know, not they say, what we say. We say, I'm good. You're good. Let's be good together. On that note, fam, I'm out. Love you. Bye.